Hello folks and welcome back to Shogun Total War. I am Kanastep and this is going to be part 9 of my 1530 campaign where I'm playing as Clan Shimazu. And it has been a little while, so I need to kind of refresh myself here. I was marching to the southern part of Honshu here, and the rebel army that is now in Bitchu was retreating from me, and it's making me think that I should have taken Bitchu before the rebels would retreat to this river province, because of course they would. Like, of course they were going to do this. I guess it is a blessing in disguise in a sense. I can just shoot them using my bridge baiting tactics, so I can get rid of this all army or all spearmen army. There is one archer unit, but other than that, the rest of it's going to be spearmen, Yari samurai, and Ashigaru. Their general is going to be an unarmored unit of Ashigaru. So it's not the worst thing in the world. It's just, you know, it would have been nice to not fight a river battle, but here we are. So I think I'm ready to go right in. Also, I want to just mention something really quick. I was trying to take an inventory of my family members to make sure that all of my sons were still alive. I knew that I had 4 of them that had come of age so far in this campaign, and I checked my list and was like, yep, they're all here. So where are they? Because I knew that I had one that was here in Bison, but I figured that I put him somewhere else to get him retrained. And I was looking for where that was, and I could not find him. And I'm just really glad that I finally found him before I started recording, because I was starting to panic. I was like, this is not here. I've checked every stack. I've checked every castle. He's not in any of these places. Then I went here and I'm clicking on this and it says he's in Bison. I'm like, he's not fucking here. I'm like, I'm glad, again, I'm glad that I looked for him and I found him before I started recording, because that was super stressful. I'm like, okay, he must be being retrained somewhere. And I forgot that there was actually a horse dojo already here in Bison. And yes, there he is. Oh god, that got me. That one got me. So I was like, just start recording. It's going to be fine. Maybe I'll find him as we go along. And yeah, sure enough, there he is. So for this, my army here in Bingo being led by Shimazu Yoshihisa, he probably can take this army, this all spears army here in Bitchu. I can simply take out these 2 units of cavalry and then substitute it with these 2 units of guns. Ooh, I have a unit of Naginata that I can use as well. Yeah, don't mind if I do. Let's take out this 28 man unit of Yari samurai. Bring in the Naginata. And do I want to bring in this archer as well? I have a silver shielded archer that I have another archer here that I could use. Yeah, I want as much range as possible. So should I just take out the guns, or should I take out the Nodachi samurai? Because I want some Ashigaru to do the baiting and the Naginata infantry to do the baiting as well. I don't know if I really need a lot of Nodachi samurai in this army for this battle. So definitely bring him. And yeah, let's bring another archer. So at that point, that's 5 archers and 2 muskets and 2 arquebusiers. I could also bring in, I have 2 muskets available here in Bison as well. You know what I thought would be a pretty crazy strategy though, is if the AI actually attacked me from Bitchu into Bison, because I sent a lot of this army out to other places to, or at least I thought I did. Yeah, this army is a bit banged up. I need to retrain these units. And there's still this rebel Ashigaru here in Sanuki inside of the castle, so I need to get rid of him. Let's bring up, here's what I can do. I can bring up these units. So this is my youngest of my sons who has come of age, Shimazu Norihisa. So I can bring him up to Bison just to support here. And then my oldest son, Shimazu Yoshimoto, he can finish this siege. Otherwise it would take 5 turns. Yeah, a year. So that's going to be 5 turns. So I can just go up to this Ashigaru and shoot him to pieces with my guns and my bows. And then after that, I can use him to attack Awaji. That should be no problem. It's just going to be a matter. Yeah, I don't think that the rebel army would attack Bison from Bitchu. I don't think it would abandon Bitchu because the river province is so strong, but I don't think it's going to be able to hold up to all of this firepower. I think this is going to be pretty devastating. It's tempting to still bring some cav to run down this force once I break it. But I don't think this is the time or place. You know, against this many spears, how about I just win the bridge battle first? And then if we have to fight this army again in Mimasaka or somewhere later on down the line, then I can use my horses in an open field battle. How about that? My daimyo can hold here in Hoki, and he can build a castle to get going here. I think all of my provinces... So you're working on a port here in Bingo. You're working on a spear dojo. Interesting. Okay. Aki. What is Aki working on? What does Aki have? An armory. I hope I didn't build that because building an armory before building a dojo seems kind of silly. So what do I want here? Let's see. So I have an archery dojo here in Awami. So that's good. Getting armored archers. So I'm going to be working on the armory here. Yep, that makes sense. That's good. And Seoul is going to be working on getting the sword dojo, if I remember correctly. So I can get armored Nodachi Samurai. Let's see, Aki, 170% loyalty. It's winter, so let's bring down the taxes, and everything is good there. Okay, so Aki, what do I want then? I have armored spears, archers, Nodachi Samurai. I've like armored everything here in Agato, but I think I decided to focus on cavalry here in Agato. And so I'm building the drill dojo right now. Do I have the upgraded famous? Yeah, the famous horse dojo. Yeah, this is going to be a good province for my cav. And drill dojo is going to be nice. I'm currently working on getting the Golden Palace for +2 morale, which is going to be good as well. And then the drill dojo is going to increase, or it's going to add that bonus to rallying for my soldiers, which is good for cav, especially light cav. So yeah, I haven't decided yet. Key, what do I want here? What do I want a key to be? It can be maybe a place to train armored guns. Just do that. I don't know. Armored guns. Just get a Portuguese trading post and then just get a bunch of armories. That way I can train my muskets here in Tosa, because Tosa is going to be giving +1 honor to all peasant units. And that's spear, that's Yari Ashigaru and Akabuze's and muskets. So this is going to be my new... I'm using it for spears right now because I've just been going Ashigaru crazy. So maybe I change that up at this point. That way I can train my guns initially here in Tosa, and then I could bring them up to Aki so that I could retrain them to get an armor bonus. That's an okay idea, I suppose. So I can just go straight to the Portuguese trading post here and then get a large castle so that I can get a church, but also... do I want the... Yeah, let's just do that. We can do that there. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. So Seoul is working on that large castle, so I can get the sword dojo eventually, and Agato's working on the palace. That's fine. Satsuma, what are you working on? Nothing right now. So let's get the famous swordsmith, so I can get +2 attack for my Nodachi Samurai. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good, I think. And after that, then I can start getting my palaces as well. So I can train my Nodachi Samurai that are like fully buffed up, and then I can bring them to a Seoul to get them the armor bonus as well. That's going to be pretty clutch. That's going to be very, very nice. So I think I am training stuff. Yeah, I'm getting my... I'm still doing spears here. I'm going to transfer over eventually, because once I take Yamashiro, I will be making Yamashiro... Yamashiro gives a +1 honor bonus to anything that's trained here. And since there is no provinces that gives a +1 honor bonus to Yari Samurai, I use this for that purpose. I will train Yari Samurai here. And that's what I'm thinking. I will switch over from Ashigaru to Yari Samurai. I think it's a good time to do it, because by the time you've taken Yamashiro, unless you are playing as the Oda, by the time you've taken Yamashiro, you're typically like halfway through the campaign. And I think you can get through half the campaign using Ashigaru just to help you boost your economy and get things really going. So that's how I like to do things. So maybe for now, just keep training my Yari Ashigaru here in Tosa until I switch over to training Yari Samurai once I've taken Yamashiro. And in the meantime, I guess I can just keep training guns, like for instance, anywhere really. Every place that has a Portuguese trading post can train muskets, which is really nice. But I will, as I said, switch that over to a key because I can get the armory going there. Ah, yeah, that's right. There is the war between the Oda and the Yasugi. Well, good luck. Good luck to the Oda. I hope they can hold out. Goddamn. I did try to kill that 2-star rebel general in Bichu, if you couldn't guess. Yeah, that was that. Couldn't get it done. I do want to do this, a castle assault myself, just because I can do this without any casualties. Because, yeah, it's just a Yari Ashigaru, so let's shoot him to pieces. We will be fighting in a light snow today, but I think that muskets can still shoot if it's only lightly snowing. I think so. I got a green arrow, so green arrow is good. And let's actually move you guys up a little bit closer. How about that? And yeah, why not just bring my general right on up, and let's bring my archers right on up as well. You guys stay back. Do not shoot my guys in the back. After just a couple of volleys, they're losing, guys. They're dropping like flies. Yeah, they're down to 39 men. And this is going to be over quickly. I better not lose. I didn't lose anyone, did I? Good. I was worried my archers were going to shoot my guns in the back. Perfect. Nice. Now I can also go on into Awaji with that army. And here we go. River battle. So yeah, they have a lot of guys, but I have a lot of guns. And turns out guns beat guys. We are now just about set up. I'm getting my guys ready to go. Yep, everything's ready to go. Arquebusiers, they're a little bit closer to the bridge because they don't have the range of the muskets. The muskets are off to the side. And the archers, yeah, the archers are already moving. That's not what I want you guys to do. I want you guys to pick a spot and hang out. So maybe just go to the back for now, and you can go there. And you can hear that ping-pinging sound of the enemy arrows off of the armor of my Naginata. They're pretty well armored. Are these silver shielded? They are silver shielded, so they've only lost one guy so far. And you can back up now. And let's see, yeah, the arquebusiers are shooting from here. And are these guys shooting? Yeah, the muskets are also shooting. That's nice. That's great range. The fact that they can shoot from that far. And yeah, we're just going to be decimating these Yari Samurai. They'll be getting mowed on down. And then we have another unit of Yari Samurai coming up right behind them. So let's just wait for these guys to break. My Naginata have lost 6 men. And yeah, let's go back over. And let's lure another unit. Let's see, the general's hanging out right back there. And yeah, they just have the 1 archer unit. So as soon as they're out of arrows, this is going to be an easier... Oh yeah, I just remembered that there's no battle timer for this campaign, so I probably should have bought more ranged units so that I can just keep shooting forever. Ooh, the general's coming right on in. Okay, yeah, let's get rid of that guy. Yeah, let's get rid of that guy. Yeah, but Naginata have lost 12 guys. That's not nothing. They are losing some guys, but yeah, the general. Oh, come on, come on. Get rid of this guy. Here, let's have my Naginata run. They're starting to fall behind. Oh my god. Holy crap. Yeah, Ashigaru fast. Holy shit. Oh Jesus, just like that. Oh man. Oh, that's just so devastating. Yeah, the general... He hasn't died yet. He hasn't died. But there's only 6 men left in his unit. Another baiting run and just more devastation. Yeah, this is going to do the trick. I might want to retire these Naginata. They might need to take a little bit of a break now. They have lost not quite half of their unit, but they have lost, yeah, just about that many. But we've done a lot of damage to the enemy. Yeah, we've done a lot of damage to them. How many Yari Samurai? They have 4 units of Yari Samurai, so let's bring in my... I think I do have a unit of armored Ashigaru. So let's bring you forward. It's your turn, sir. After wave of devastating wave, the enemy army is slowly getting whittled down here. My archers are running out of ammunition. I'm down to using my my general. He still has some ammunition. Other than that, my guns still have like half of their ammunition, so they're going to be fine. I think it's going to be quite a while. Looks like my Ashigarus, they're running away, but that's just mostly just because they're tired. They haven't lost too many guys. I think it's time to get my Naginata back into action here. The enemy archer has mostly been eliminated. I think they've either ran out of ammunition or they decided it would be better to try to fight me on the bridge, and there is 7 archers left. Again, I don't know if they have any ammunition or not, but it seems like the fire may have stopped coming from them. And yeah, the general I think is also... Is he still alive? Where did the general go? Or did he just get decimated? I kind of lost track of him. His banner would have indicated that he's still around, I thought. Ah, well, let's just keep going. I still have plenty of bullets, and as I mentioned, I have plenty of arrows left on my general's unit. This unit has surprisingly not even broken yet. Wow, yeah, these guys, they're ready to go out like champions, like heroes. Yeah, at least they thought they were. Now they're running away. And it's probably going to be time for me to make my final assault at some point soon here. There's a couple more chunky units of Ashigaru that I probably would like to get rid of. Also, the fact that they don't have much with, regarding like archer, firepower, indicates that I probably could just send over my 2 units of Nodachi Samurai, and they could also probably get the job done. But let's try to bridge bait. I mean, there's still like 19 Yari Samurai here and a few more chunky units of Ashigaru, so why not continue to try to get shots in? And yeah, it looks like they all are coming for the bridgehead. So if they're just going to come to the bridgehead and let me shoot them, that's also not a bad deal for me. Yeah, just bunch up and get shot. Are they going to be making a little charge over the bridge? Yeah, I'm okay with this. This works for me. That's just going to mow them down. Holy moly. Yep, you can turn around and fight Naginata, and yeah, let's see. At this point, let's just kind of send in the Nodachi. You guys can go in, and you guys can go in as well. And I don't think that whatever's left is going to be able to stand up to this charge. Yeah, they're running away. I can have my Naginata lead the charge over this bridge. They've worked hard to deserve the honors. And my Nodachi Samurai can come in and just clean up. And why not? I also have, let's see, so... yeah, Yari Ashigaru, you guys are fast. And you guys have also earned the honors. So go ahead and fight whatever's left. Yeah, see if these guys want to stand up to a fight. They might. Or they might just want to run away. Oh, this is a brave unit of Ashigaru. Yeah, they're coming in. Nope, never mind. They're going to be running away. How about this unit of Yari Samurai? Do they want to fight? It looks like that's going to be it. Everyone's breaking. Everyone's running away. We can try to cut down whoever remains. I can even send my general in. See if he can catch anyone. Probably should have sent him in earlier, but I'm just so afraid to lose my general, so... in any case, I killed most of them. That's not bad. And I did lose 72 men. So, Musketeers got 198 kills. Yeah, that's pretty good. Arquebusiers got 63. Yeah, this unit of Musketeers got 119. That's not bad. How about the other unit of Arquebusiers? And 66 on this unit as well. Yeah, it's pretty good stuff. Bichu province is now mine, and Shimazu Yoshimoto finally is a 4th star. Okay, yeah, you got it, man. I will give you those easy layups just so I can get you ranked up. That's great. So yeah, you can now, since I did move I moved his archers to Bison to like make sure that I didn't lose Bison. So let's bring these guys back. And then once you guys are reunited, I can bring you to take Awaji. Not that I need him to, well, I mean, yeah, whatever. I'll just wait 1 turn before I move on to Awaji. Not that they're going to fight for this, but they will be fighting for Kawachi, I can imagine. And this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 archers. Jesus Christ. So I definitely need, so I'm training Naginata here in Nagato. Perfect. I'm going to need them. I'm going to need Naginata infantry, and then, I mean, the good news is that they only have 1 unit of Yari Samurai, and once that unit is gone, they're going to have to send units of archers forward to defend the bridge, which means that those archers will be getting shot by my guns and my archers. And so that what that means is that during each run that I make against that bridge, the enemy firepower will be getting less and less over time. So even with that being said, though, this might be one of those battles. Again, I have to remind myself that I'm fighting without the battle timer on. So it's probably worth it for this battle to bring extra Naginata infantry and extra archers as in reserves, just to make sure that this can get, just to make sure I can win this, you know, because that's a lot of firepower. What I am considering doing now is to start building this castle here in Bichu, and I can move up these reinforcements from Bingo, and then I can refit my son's army here so that it's back to being my normal army comp, and he can move on Mimasaka. Not that they're going to fight. The rebels, I'm sure, will retreat from Mimasaka, but I need to take this before I can move my daimyo's army from Hoki into Inaba, and then eventually I can bring my general, who I did not lose, Shimazu Yoshihiro. He can move from Bison into Harima as well. And, is his army going to be ready to go? His army's pretty banged up. It is pretty banged up. How's he looking? So, he needs, I don't know, he needs stuff. I would like to get a full army before I move further. What's going to be the next, so the rebels will definitely fight over Kawachi, and I have to imagine the rebels will also fight over Yamashiro. These are good armies. There's Nodachi Samurai, Warrior Monks, Archers. They even have a 3-star general and a cavalry archer unit, the Hosokawa Nobushige. Yeah, this should be fun to fight up against. It's not quite a full stack, but it's still at least something that's, you know, worthy of my attention. And then, yes, also Issa. Issa, a lot of spears, it looks like. A lot of Ashigaru, unfortunately, but also some Yari Samurai, which is good. Ooh, they have a unit of Battlefield Ninjas. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, these guys are really cool. I don't know if, just in case you don't know what this unit is, it's one of those like weird units. It's only 12 men in a unit. They can hide anywhere on the battlefield if they're not moving. It's a weird superpower. It's like, you can pretend like anywhere on the map is a forest, essentially. But the problem is that as soon as you move that unit, they become visible, even if they are just walking. So they are tricky to use. They have really good attack stats, low armor, obviously, being, you know, a ninja. They have a wonderful short-ranged weapon, being the Shuriken, the Ninja Stars, that it's really high damage, high armor piercing, like very, very high. It's like a gun. It just mows down units. But the range is very, very short. Very short. I think it's shorter than the javelins for the Mongol skirmishers, the Korean skirmishers, the Mongol army roster. It's a really fun unit to use. I've enjoyed attempting to use them correctly, and I don't know if I really have accomplished that quite yet, but I am looking forward to giving them another go next time I play as the Imagawa clan, just because I think it's thematic, because the Imagawa clan is kind of the ninja shinobi clan, so I like to use the Battlefield Ninjas in their armies. Yeah, tough unit to use, but they are fun. So that's going to be the one unit in Issa that's going to be worth fighting, although there is a unit of Warrior Monks as well. But other than that, yeah, it's going to be kind of not much, right? Not a lot of power. So I probably can sweep through these next territories rather effortlessly, but I can also use this time to get my provinces built up, because so I can turn these regions into these high armored, these regions that can train high armored soldiers, and yeah, see if this resolves. Like I'm assuming the Oda clan will lose to the Yasugi, but the Hojo are a wild card. The fact that they are still here, and the fact that the Yasugi still don't have an amazing amount of force. I mean, the fact that the Oda are taking Hida is crazy. Like, how are they doing this? How are the Yasugi not? I guess they have a lot of archers, but they do have some heavy cav and some Naginata cav, and they have Yasugi Kenshin as well, which is a fantastic general. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that the Yasugi just aren't just steamrolling, but I guess the fact that they have like 3 of their armies surrounding the Hojo here in Sagami is kind of complicating things for them, which makes the rest of their borders a little bit light, I think. Yeah, it's very interesting stuff. A couple of turns later, and I am just pushing steadily on. I have taken Mimasaka, and I'm about to take Inaba now with my Daimyo's army. And I have also just taken Awaji as well without a fight. Yeah, the rebels just retreated without a fight. Well, in all of these instances, I am running out of money still, which is just interesting because I'm making so much goddamn money. But that just indicates how much I'm spending on buildings and soldiers. So that's really a lot, I guess. I will be making, yeah, it is autumn, and I will be making almost 10 grand, which is a lot of money. But yeah, I'm spending it, but I'm being slowed down by that. The fact that I can't quite train up my soldiers as fast as I would like. I don't really need it for now. I can obviously take up to Harima probably next turn. That's when I hang out to Mimasaka, at least for 1 turn, just to make sure that the loyalty holds throughout the tax season. And then I can push on with Yoshihisa's army into Harima. Like I said, I imagine these rebels will retreat. And yeah, they might retreat into Kawachi, which I would not like that. So maybe I should hold off on that and just take Kawachi first before I push these rebels into there. Because they would have 2 more units of archers to bolster this already just enormous amount. Yeah, that seems like a better idea. I think that's what I should be doing. Unfortunately, because my funds have been halted, I've only been able to train up 2 units of Naginata infantry. And I would like more than that. I would like to have at least 4 units of Naginata infantry, if not even more, before I take Kawachi. So I might be hanging out here on these provinces for a moment before I just kind of build up and take this, because this is going to be a bloody fight. The Oda clan are being really aggressive. I just talked about the army here in Issa that used to be a rebel army. The Oda just come in and took it. They've taken Issa, so good for them. They've also taken Iga as well. They keep on fighting Yamashiro. This whole time they also are fighting the Yasugi. They did lose Hida, which makes sense, but the fact that the Yasugi have so far not really pushed the Oda back at all on the northern front is very interesting. And also, if we look into here, the Oda clan are still allied with the Hojo. So the Yasugi have not attacked the Hojo yet, but that might indicate, I mean, the fact that the Yasugi clan had to break off their alliance, or probably the Hojo broke off their alliance with the Yasugi once the Oda attacked the Yasugi, that explains why they need to have 3 armies defending their provinces that border the Hojo territories. So this could get interesting. And that's giving the Oda some time to keep attacking south. I was thinking that I was going to be taking all of these rebel territories, probably even up to Issa before I had to attack the Oda clan, but they might actually get some more territories. I mean, Yamato's completely unheld at all. And there's just a small force of rebels here in Ki as well. So, yeah, we'll see about this. I'm going to be hanging out here in Inaba, Mimasaka, and Baizen, and Awaji for a good minute, you know, until I can get my the armies that I want that can actually take on Kawachi. Also, I'm falling behind on the amount of shinobi that I have. I have so many heirs, you know, I want 4 heirs. I want 4 shinobi guarding each heir and 2 guarding my daimyo. So, and I also want a shinobi in every single province just to maintain population loyalty. So that's quite a few shinobi. Now, I think, let's see, here in Tajima gives +1 honor to shinobi. So that'd be nice to take that. I mean, I could. It's completely undefended. So yeah, I think after I take Inaba, I can move my daimyo's army here to Tajima and take this, so I can start training shinobi here as well. I do have my one province that's training shinobi back here in Buzen, but again, they've been held up because of lack of funds. And I'm still training I forgot how long it takes to train geisha. It takes forever. And have I not even finished my first geisha? Am I just 1 turn away? I think I'm 1 turn away before I finish my first geisha. Yeah, I forgot that they take 8 freaking turns. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a lot, but... And I don't even know if it's necessary. I thought, just based on my experience playing Sengoku Jedi campaigns, I kind of thought that I would need just a bunch of geisha defending my family members. But so far, I've not seen any coming out from the Yasugi. And they do have a decently teched up army regarding their heavy cav and their Naginata cav. That's decent infrastructure. But if I look around here, and I'm looking for anything that would indicate that geishas would be on the way. Let's see, famous tea house. I'm not seeing the geisha building, but I'm also kind of skimming things. Yeah, I'm kind of skimming a little bit, so I might miss it. But no, I don't know. I didn't see it, so I might be kind of jumping the gun on this. But I just, you know, once you learn a lesson, it's hard to go back. You know, so it's just, I want the geishas going. I want them out. I did decide to attack the garrison here in Inaba because it is just 2 spearmen, 1 Yari samurai, 1 Yari Ashigaru, and this is my daimyo's army. He has the guns, he has the archers, so let's go on in there. Oh, it is winter, but hopefully it's not going to be snowing too heavily, but we should just be able to shoot these guys down. My archers on either side are getting into position, but I do have my central guns and bows shooting on into these guys, and yeah, they have no choice but to just stand here and take it. They don't have a door, nothing to protect them. I mean, yeah, they have some walls to protect them, but they are not hiding behind their walls. No, they're going to take it on the chin. And they should not try to take a bullet on the chin. And even though my archers are out of ammunition, this is going to be going nicely because, yeah, there's so much ammo on these guys. These guns have about maybe a quarter of their ammunition left and just 2 more Ashigaru left to kill. So this is going to be any day now. There we go. All right. All right. So Inaba's now mine. Inaba's a pretty poor province overall. But yeah, it's a little bit more money, and perhaps I can swing out and take Tajima as well. Totomi, let's see, yours, Lord Yusugi has decided he cannot take Totomi. Really? Man, Yusugi. Oda is looking for an alliance with me. I chose the Yusugi because I'm going to be attacking the Oda clan before the Yusugi. So, sorry guys, no audience granted. Yeah, that's how that feels. And yeah, Inaba is only going to be making 125 income. It's super, super poor. Again, just like every other province in this area, it does have iron sands deposits. And I'm kind of running out of reasons to do this. I mean, to, you know, have troop producing facilities. But why not just keep using them, you know? The only one that I'm not going to use is Mimasaka because it is landlocked. There's no point in me turning this into a training facility for anything because I would rather have a training facility that is that's in a province that has a port, so it can be moved instantly. That's one of the weaknesses of playing the Mori clan in the Sengoku Jidai, is that your capital province, being Mimasaka, it kind of has to be built up because, you know, it starts off with buildings. You can train troops from there immediately, so it's a really common sense starting point. But the fact that it's going to take an extra turn to move a unit into a bordering region with a port so that it can then be moved somewhere else, you wouldn't think it's a big deal, but it really does slow you down. As we now skip forward a few years, gosh, it has been a while. I've gone by maybe, I don't know if it's been a few years, but it's been it might be a year or two. And I'm ready to attack Kawachi now. I've brought over, this is a good army for attacking river provinces that have a bunch of archers left in it. You know, I have my silver shielded Naginata infantry and a handful of archers and some muskets as well. And this is to accompany my actual army led by my eldest son, Shimazu Yoshimoto. So that should be sufficient to take on Kawachi. Playing without the battle timer, that should be enough to get the job done here. I wonder, have they trained more soldiers? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 12 archers. Yeah, that's a crap ton of archers. But I should attack this before I push this army into Kawachi. So I should be able to get the job done there. I can try to use my ninja to assassinate this three-star general to see if that's going to make it easier. And in the meantime, I have also been getting these other armies suited up and ready to go. I did take Tajima, so I did build a tea house here, so I can and I am training shinobi with +1 honor just from the province itself. And I do have a geisha protecting my daimyo, but from what? Well, nothing, it appears. There seems to be no geisha on the field, but that's okay. And then I do have my Jesuit priest just herding my flock of emissaries here in Mutsu. This was just all of the emissaries that I had trained initially so that I could scout out. And then in the meantime, I've just been training a crap ton of Jesuit priests to also scout, but also spread the Christianity instead of the priests that spread Buddhism. So they're just going to be hanging out here. There's an enemy ninja prowling these territories, killing off my agents. So it's good to have just a bunch of extras hanging out just so I can replace them and, you know, keep spying on these territories. The war between the Yasugi and the Oda is going bad for the Oda. They're putting up a really spirited defense. They're trying their damnedest, and they have branched out, and they've taken Isa and Yamato and Ki as well. So they have not been stagnant, but unfortunately, they may have bitten it off too much that they can chew, and they lost Oda Nobunaga into Tomi. Yeah, because they had him here, and then the Yasugi came down and took Mikawa and cut them off from Totomi, and there's this huge battle between the two clans as they tried to reunite their territories by attacking from Totomi into Mikawa and from Owari into Mikawa, and they must have lost that battle because I think that Oda Nobunaga from then on was stuck here in Totomi. They tried to bring him reinforcements and they just was not enough. And now they're being pushed back. They're going to be losing Owari pretty soon. They don't have much else. They have their 4-star Air Oda Nobuhiro right here. They have their 0-star Daimyo, unfortunately, Oda Nobuhide. But other than that, they will be getting pushed back here pretty soon. So I'm left with, before I can attack the Oda clan, I'm left with a potential border of Kawachi, Yamashiro, and Wakasa before I will be put up against them. And that's assuming, you know, they could continue to attack in this direction. So maybe they will actually take some of these territories off of the rebels. We will see. But I've been obviously spending my time getting my territories ready to go. They're looking pretty good. They're looking pretty good. I'm able to train up a lot of, you know, decent soldiers in a lot of these territories. There's still a lot of work to be done in these territories. So that's not, you know, it's not done yet by any means. I have been neglecting my income buildings, my Portuguese trading posts, and my churches in these provinces. So that's something that I'm going to have to find time for eventually. I'm going to have to take a break from teching up my soldiers and focus on those economy buildings just to make my economy smoother, because despite how powerful it is, I'm still spending more than I'm making, you know, so I'm running out of money during my years, and I don't want that to happen once I come up against the Yusugi powerhouse. But you know what? That is all gonna have to wait until next time. As always, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Concept playing Shogun Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.